just recently signed a client for 23K, and this month
Wow.
again we're hitting six figures.
And is that client 23K per month or just a one time?
That's per month. More than a year ago now, I quit my 9 to 5, which was pretty much, the happiest day of my life. I've went through website design, I've went through drop shipping, I've went through like pretty much everything.
But what
Yeah,
made you stick to content operating
that's the
ability?
biggest thing about it.
Christian, what's going on, my man? How you doing?
Hey, doing great. What about you, Emil?
I'm doing awesome. I understand the business is kind of exploding right now. Is that right?
Yeah, doing amazing. Scaling, getting new team members, everything is going according to plan.
Yeah, that's fantastic. So, how's the content operating going? Are you hitting any big numbers?
Yeah, pretty good. I mean, just recently signed a client for 23K, and this month
Wow.
again we're hitting six figures. So I can say everything is again like going according to plan.
And is that client 23K per month or just a one time thing?
Oh, that's per month.
Oh, per month. Wow. And so what are you doing
Yeah,
for that client?
it's mainly in terms of consulting and marketing.
Okay. So are you doing the ads or any like organic content with that marketing side?
Yeah, well, we do have a mix between paid and organic content for them.
Okay, got it. And you're just managing that process of like creating the ads and doing the marketing?
Yeah, yeah, and obviously my team as well. I'm more of the overseeing type of thing right now. But then obviously I had to expand the team just to accumulate for all the clients. So that's what they're managing day to day.
Gotcha. So you're operating, right?
Yeah,
You're not editing it yourself.
exactly.
Cool, cool. And then you're now doing this full time, right?
Yeah, full time. I mean, honestly, I can say like more than a year ago now, I quit my 9 to 5, which was pretty much, the happiest day of my life because then you actually realize that you have the freedom that you always dreamt of and that you can actually focus on achieving the things you want to do, not, what someone else tells you to do. So yeah, again, one of the happiest days of my life.
Wow. That's amazing. How long did you have that 9 to 5 for?
Too long, I would say, like 3 years. So yeah, it's been too long. I mean, I went through bachelor's degree, then jumped straight into the 9 to 5, but I felt like it wasn't for me. So that's why I strived and did something on the side, but then turned into a full-time job, and that's when I quit my 9 to 5.
Gotcha. And what would you say in terms of content operating as a business model? Would you say it's beginner friendly, like easier to get into someone that has a 9 to 5, or is it a bit more advanced for people that already have an understanding?
Yeah, like completely beginner friendly. Because even though I have a bachelor's degree, I can't say I have applied any of the things I've learned there. It's more about you have to do it on your own. Obviously, you have to show dedication, you have to show consistency in every single business, but it's on you. If you want to achieve it, you definitely can.
Yeah, I totally agree. And then maybe in terms of like personal branding and establishing yourself as an authority, has that helped you get clients at all?
Yeah, 100%. Honestly, the thing that works best on sales calls is you holding their hand, showing authority, showing expertise as well. And I think that's one of the key factors for you to be able to close deals on a call.
Yeah, it definitely makes it easier. And then once you do close them and you have everything set up, you have your team, like you mentioned, how many hours per week would you say you ultimately end up working with the client? Like, is it a big time dedication?
No, not really. With a single client, you only need a couple of hours per week. Obviously, you do have a catch-up call. In some cases, you can even delegate this. But me personally, I do like having the calls with my clients just to see what can be optimized.
Hmm.
And then everything else can be delegated to the team. And that's the beauty of content operating.
Okay, yeah. No, I mean, I 100% agree. So let's for anyone watching this, let's like break it down. So you basically like land the client on the call by establishing yourself as an authority. Once you do that, you help them with the marketing side of things by outsourcing the work to an actual video editor. And as a content operator, you simply manage and, like you said, oversee that process to make sure things are going smoothly. Does that sound about right?
Yeah, yeah, correct.
Okay, cool. And then how would you say like the community has helped you actually achieve these numbers? Because bro, 23K from one single client a month, that's crazy.
Yeah. Well, the thing that I love about the community is obviously that every single one of them has a certain expertise and they're more than willing to help whenever there is a pressing question. It's not just about obviously you helping. You do have the expertise, you do know what to do in certain situations, but then everyone else is so willing to jump in and help that, it's amazing.
Yeah, yeah, we're all growing together, and I think that's helped a lot of us as well. Like seeing your success is just a big motivator, and I appreciate you helping out as well now that you're doing six-figure months. But would you say there's any like specific thing that's helped you, maybe not even from the community, but in terms of how you've learned to become a better content operator?
Yeah. Well, I think the biggest thing here is consistency. Like if you have the blueprint and you know how to do this, it's all about just putting one foot in front of the other and just continue to work every single day until we actually achieve it.
I love that. And I'm just curious, like, have you tried any other business models before content operating?
Yeah, everything. I mean, I've went through website design, I've went through drop shipping, I've went through like pretty much everything, like even paid service. That was one of the first things I did.
Same, bro. I think everyone has, to be honest. But what
Yeah,
made you stick to content operating? Like, why not just try content operating and then go to the next one after that?
scalability. That's the
Scalability.
biggest thing about it. If you have a team behind you that you can delegate work to, you can actually get more hours in a day.
Mm,
That's the beauty of delegation.
gotcha. So it's a bit more beginner friendly, it's easier to scale. And then in terms of actually creating the content, have you found it easier to make it actually convert, or do you focus on views? Like, what exactly is the process there in like landing those big clients with the
Yeah.
content?
So I've had certain people with millions of followers on Instagram that used to complain that none of their videos convert, even though they're getting, crazy amounts of views. So it's all about having the right system behind the video that can actually work for you and convert the views.
Yeah, yeah, dude, that's so true because at the end of the day, it's like these clients, they're not optimizing for empty views. Like if they wanted to,
Yeah,
they would go get an Indian video editor for $4 an hour and they would just pay
exactly.
him. But they pay you as a content operator because, like you said, your expertise in setting up the content system and actually delegating the correct things that need to be done and making sure it's making money because like that's what they care about at the end of the day, right?
Yeah, that's correct.
Cool. And so what are you up to now? Are you like traveling? What are you doing with the money?
Traveling pretty much every other week. I just came back from Singapore. Now I'm
Wow.
in the UK. So lots of travels planned for the end of the year as well. Japan too. And
You'll love Tokyo, bro.
that's, yeah, I'm pretty sure I will. That's the beauty of the online business. It gives you the freedom that you need and you can work from wherever you want.
Yeah. Yeah, bro, it's like you've done it, dude. Pure financial time and location freedom, and just a year ago you're working at your 9 to 5 job.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And you've done all this from Eastern Europe, by the way, right? That's where you're originally from?
Yeah, from Bulgaria. That's where I'm originally
Yeah,
from.
fellow Bulgarian. Let's go, bro. Because I know there's some people that say, "Oh, well, look, it's just something you have to do in the West or it's my country." But at the end of the day, content operating is an online business. So you can if you have a
I
computer,
don't, yeah, I don't think the location influences anything apart from obviously your motivation and dedication, but that's something you can do wherever you are in the world.
yeah, dude, it's so true. And then I guess like sort of my last question here is like, how have you found the systems with content operating to be different than just going and clipping or those other business models where you're just optimizing for views? Like, what would you say is a distinctive difference that's made you more money?
Yeah, well, the distinctive difference is, first of all, you can actually work with clients that pay high ticket clients. That's the biggest thing. Because if you do work
Gotcha.
with 50 clients that pay you 1K per month, it's a different story than just working with five clients that pay you 25K per month.
Yeah. Well, it's like 5 times more work for the same amount of money because you're working with five separate people instead of just one.
Exactly.
And then I'm sure like once you do go and do a great job with a high ticket client at like you said 23K per month, you're able to get an even bigger client because now you have more results and more social proof behind your name
And a referral. Like
and your
honestly,
referral.
99% of the clients I sign to this day are from referrals.
Fantastic. Yeah. So what you're saying is like when you get over the initial hump of landing the high ticket client, after that, it's easier to get more.
Yeah, 100%.
That makes a lot
That's
of
why
sense.
people say the first one is usually the hardest. Just as the first million. It's the hardest, but then right after you get the second one, the third one.
Yeah. And you're definitely on your way, bro. So cool. Appreciate the call, bro. Anything else you want to say? Maybe some last minute advice on someone that's a little bit stuck content operating or is looking to get into it?
Well, the knowledge is there. You can get the knowledge from this. It's all on you. If you can put in the work, there is no way it's not gonna work. That's pretty much it. I mean, Alex Hormozy says it best. If you put in so much effort that it's really stupid for it to not work. Obviously there is a I don't know the exact statement, but something in between these lines.
Yeah. No, I've heard of it. It's like put in an unreasonable amount of work where it would be unreasonable for you not to succeed. It was something like that.
It sounds better. Yeah,
All right, cool. We'll leave it at
that's
that,
probably
bro.
right.
Really appreciate it, and I'll see you tomorrow on our weekly group call, right?
Yeah.
All
See you
right,
tomorrow.
perfect, bro. Take care.
Bye bye.